excuse the wind, but today you join me on the 4 waterfalls walk in the Brecon beacons. Currently I'm situated approximately 2.5 miles from the start of the walk. Now this car park is often used as an overflow car park, and the actual start of the 4 waterfalls is about 4 kilometers that way. But it does tend to get very, very busy on the weekends, and this is why, if you bring your families here on the weekend, if there's cars parked here, chances are, and it's single track, that the walk is actually, or the car park up there is actually full. Now, I've got some fluid, I've got some snacks, I've also got my bank card because there is a cafe there, but I'm not sure if it's open, 1 this time of year and 2 through the week. It's a popular tourist attraction, it's a beautiful walk, let's go and check it out. Ride through waterfalls? Comment down below. Not a clue. Anyway, nice bit downhill after 2k uphill. Thinking back, walking here with the kids, no wonder they were already moaning before the walk. So actually, as you can see, the car park to the start of the walk is actually well highlighted, and not as far as I initially thought. So we are on 2.5k, which is just over 1.5 miles. Probably got a couple of 100 meters to there, to the start, but it's probably going to take you the best part of half an hour. So I'm just going to show you now the size of the car park, so you can make that decision on just what time you leave. There's the car park there. In the broad scheme of things, it's quite busy for a midweek. So yeah, not very big, and it's quite popular. So 4 Falls Trail. Got some portaloos. Welcome to waterfall country. Now, let's have a little look at our options. We are here, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. That's convenient, just passing people there, and they said go to number 4 first, or if you're doing them all, go to number 4 last, because apparently that's the best one. We'll let you decide. Now we're at the start of the walk, 2.86 kilometers, so I'm going to see how long this walk is in total, just so you're aware. So there's many different ways we can go around this walk. It's not just one set in place. So exactly 1 kilometre from the start, if you continue down the forestry road, you're going to come to this hard standing, and there is a turn in right down there. So for ease of navigation, I'm going to continue on this route. So initially, this is quite a steep downhill with minimum grip. It is quite wet on the ground today, so you're going to need adequate footwear. So each of these posts have numbers on. We're on number 9 now. Again, another steep descent. Careful on the footing on the way down. Pause. Full waterfalls trail that way, or down here. Let's have a little look at the map. I am here and somebody scratched it out, which is brilliant. To this first one here. This one. So we are now here. So junction, straight over. So we're about 5 kilometres in and you'll come to your first waterfall, and as you can see there's people across there, actually really close to the waterfall. Now, not sure how they've crossed over, whether they've crossed over further down and walked up this path, but we're going to continue on to the second one along this very rocky, at the edge of a cliff path. I can already see people doing some cold water therapy. That might have to be done today. The path at this point is hazardous, with very narrow sections containing steep unprotected drops and a descent where you need to use your hands. To avoid this section and rejoin the main trail, please use the diversion. So that's the diversion. We're going for it. You can imagine this being very slippy when wet, and you are going to have to take extreme caution if you choose to come the hazardous way. Now I know I got road running shoes on, but I'm experienced on the trails and I'm confident that I can mitigate any circumstances. So, as you can see, quite wet, quite narrow. Just take extra caution as we come along. Are you alright? So as we look back, the path pretty much runs along the outer edge of the river with vertical drops. Hiya. Good walk?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, beautiful. Luckily there's places for passing. Hi there. You okay? Thank you. Thanks both. So when it said on the sign, you're going to need to use your hands. There's a point when you come to step down rocks like that, that you will have to have access to both hands, and if you've got children, then you're going to have to help them down. Some zigzagging to get down to many viewing points. I don't know if I've done it in the right order. Is this number 2?
I think so.
We think it's number 2. Okay, so that's number 2 done. 3 kilometers in. Well, 5.8k from the car, but exactly 3 kilometers from the start of the walk. You cannot beat a colder. We're heading back up the steps to the waterfall. We can walk behind. just be warned, whilst the steps are really convenient because there'd be no possible way otherwise, they are very steep and some are slippery. So just be careful. Right, this on the other hand is very rocky. Okay, so we're now back on the main track. I'm there. We're going to Sgwd-yr-Eira, which is over here, and it's the last of the 4. So we've done Clun-Gwyn, Isaf Clun-Gwyn, Pannwr, Sgwd-yr-Eira. Yeah, my Welsh is terrible. So apparently, and they got times on. So 15 minutes to Sgwd-yr-Pannwr, 10 minutes to Sgwd-yr-Eira, and it's this way. So quite shortly after, there's a sign that says 8 minutes. We're now going to descend down some rather steep steps. My daughter last time was definitely not happy when she was coming back up, but let's take our time, let's get down. So these can get very congested, but people stop and rest on the way back up because it's such a steep climb. There's plenty of passing places for people. Thank you. And yeah, people tend to stop to take rests because of the climb. Yeah, it's one way down and one way back up. And this is the waterfall that you can walk under, and this is number 4. This is quite notorious whereby you can actually walk across to the other side behind the waterfall. Today there's not that much water flow, so let's give it a go. Well, the last time I was here, we got soaked when we were stood here, but yeah, not so much this time. And that, ladies and gents, is waterfall number 4. as you do ascend these steps, be sure to take plenty of rest stops. There is adequate space because your legs can get very tired very quick. They keep turning. No matter how quick you think you got down, coming back up's a different game. So, quite appropriately placed at the top of the steps, we've got a couple of benches, seating area, whereby you can take a rest, because for anybody climbing those steps, it's going to be hard work. So enjoy a well-deserved rest here and get yourself some snacks. When you're finished waterfall number 4, things will be a lot easier for the return leg, because there will be no requirement for you to deviate off this gravel track. So as you continue down this path, this would be the path that you would take back this way to number 4 if you didn't choose the hazardous route that I chose closer to the river. So there's 2 options, the one closest to the river or this. Generally, if you're new to walking or not really that experienced in hiking, and if you don't have adequate grip on your footwear, on your shoes, then I'd go for this, the latter. That concludes my run of waterfall country and the 4 falls trail. If you had found this video enjoyable, please drop a comment down below. Have you actually done this walk? I know there are many options that you can choose. What I've done today is just one of them. It's been an amazing day. So my whole route was approximately 9 and a bit kilometers, which is about a 6-mile walk, and depending on which route you take, how long you spend at the waterfalls will dictate how long your walk is. I'd budget up to 4 hours, would be ample. Take some fluids, take some snacks, carry a backpack, appropriate footwear. Comment down below, have you done this walk before, and any suggestions? Any suggestions in Wales of more walks like this that I can go and make a video. See you guys next time.